Hi, here we are going to see about the continuation of Unit 4. So in this presentation we are going to see what is the Competition Act, how it is useful, and what are the histories of the Competition Act, and also salient features of the Competition Act 2002, and also the Competition Commission of India briefly in more explanations. Let me see one by one. So legal remedy. So that is the cyber laws will provide the legal remedy for all the public offences. So here we have provided that the disclosure of the informations to be unauthorized or unwanted persons. So in addition to the personal information, some other types of information which is useful for the business and the leakage of such information to other persons which may cause damage to the business or persons, such information should be protected. So generally, for protecting the secrecy of such information, the parties while sharing the information forms an agreement about the procedure of handling the information and not to disclose such information to the third parties. Here is that the competitions means what? So the competitions in the market in which the sellers can strive for the buyer patronage. So that is to the business objectives such as profits and market shares. So the foundation of the efficiently working had a stem of the particular persons. So, the government of India in April 1964 has appointed the Monopolies Inquiry Commission under the chairmanship of Justice K.C. Das Gupta, a judge of the Supreme Court, to inquire into the extent and the effect of concentration of economic power in private hands and prevalence of monopolistic and restrictive trade practices in important sectors of economic activity other than the agriculture. So next we are going to see about what is the competitions, why we have used this competitions. So that is the objective of the competition is to secure the product of the consumers. So it will empower their best guarantee for the consumers. So the consumers will reduce the cost and improve their quality. So due to this, they have provides an open market, and it was based on the shortage of the estimated best allocations of departments. So thus these growth and development will preserve the political democracy. So to prohibit the agreements or practices, we have to have appreciable adverse effect on competitions in a market in India. So to prohibit the abuse of dominance in market, to prohibit the acquisitions, mergers, amalgamations, etc. between the enterprises which are likely to have an appreciable adverse effect on competition in markets in India. Okay, so these are the things we have seen in the competition. Next, competition policy. So we all know that the competition policy is defined as the government that will affect the behavior of the promises and structures of the industry. So it is that we have to find the efficiency, and we have to maximize the consumers or surplus and taxes collected by the customers. So these should be provided in a particular regions, and it should be increased more in their performances. Competition policy goals. So what are the goals we are going to see in the competition policy means, first thing will be the competition and promotion of the positive process. Then second thing will be the production and allocations of the goods and data. Third thing will be the adjustment to the technological development, and the last thing will be we have to develop the economic growth. So these are the competition policy goals. So the new laws. So the Competition Act law is introduced in the year of 2002. So this act was enacted by the Parliament of India, and it was governed by Indian competition law. So it will replace the archaic, the Monopolies and the Restrictive Trade Practices Act in 1969. Under the legislation, the Competition Commission of India was established to prevent the activities that have an adverse effect on competition in India. So the challenges in the Supreme Court will found the chairperson that should be from the judiciary. So it should be come into the amendment on 10th September of into the Parliament. So that is the Competition Act will have the tool to implement and enforce the competition policy and to prevent the punish the anti-competitive business practices by firms. So this act was amended by the Competition Act 2007 and again by the Competition Act 2009. So Competition Act objectives. Competition Act 2002 has been notified in January 2003. So this objective in preamble is to provide for the amendment of commission. So its practices having a appreciable effect on competitions. So this will sustain the competitions in market. So the interest of the it should be sustained in the competition in the market, and it should give an interest in the consumers. So the freedom of the trade carried on by the participants in the markets in India. So it is a tool to implement and enforce the competition policies. So the agreements under enterprises, persons or associations of the enterprises will include the cartels shall not enter into the agreements in respect of production, supply, distribution, storage, acquisition or control of goods or provision of services, which will be likely to cause an appreciable adverse impact on the competitions in India. So the main features of the competition acts are salient features are, first thing will be the anti-competition agreements. So that is the services should be appreciable adverse effect. So it should provide directly or indirectly, and it should determine sale of purchase prices, limit or control the production, supply, markets, technical development, investment or provision of services. So it should also share the market or source of production or provision of services by allocations of inter alia geographical area of market, nature of the goods or number of customers or any other similar way. So it should directly or indirectly result in bid rigging or collusive bidding. So these act will deal with the following kinds of agreements. So that is the types of agreements. That is horizontal agreement, and another thing will be the vertical agreement. Horizontal agreement is an agreement which is used for the cooperation between two or more competing business operating at the same level in the market. Vertical agreement is an agreement between the firms at different levels of supply chain. For instance, the manufacturer of consumer electronics might have a vertical agreement with the retailer, according to which the latter would promote their products in return for the lower prices. Next thing will be the abuse of dominant positions. So there shall be an abuse of dominant positions in an enterprise imposes directly or indirectly unfair or discriminatory conditions in purchase or sale of goods or services, or restricts the production or technical development, or create the hindrance in the entry of new operators to the prejudice of consumers. So the dominant position will enable the enterprise to operate independently or affect competitors by actions. The third thing will be the combinations. So that is the act is designed to regulate the operations and the activities of combinations. So a term which contemplates accusation will merges in the amalgamations. So the combinations will exceed the threshold limit specified in the act in terms of the assets or turnover. So it will be likely to cause the adverse impact on the competitions within the relevant markets in India. So it can be scrutinized by the commission. The last thing will be the competition advocacy. So that is the commission will be suitable for the some of the measures. So that is it should prevent the adverse effects on competitions. It should curtail the abuse of dominance. The competition advocacy, there should be an awareness, and also there should be an competition issues. So this all things will be a reference for the central government policy and also for binding act. Competition Act 2012. So the Competition Act was amended by the Competition Act 2017, which follows the Phillips of the amendment, and it was provided in the competition laws. So the Act will prohibit the anti-competitive agreements, and it was abused by the enterprises and regulates the combinations of contributions, and it will causes or likely to cause an appreciable adverse effect on Competition Act. So for market to be just, there should be a competition is must. So the competition levels will be introduced in the market, and it will be more important for the act to define the processing. So in competition commission, there should be the quality of the products and services, healthy competition, faster mergers and acquisitions of companies, regulations of acquisitions and mergers coming within the threshold limits, and also allowing the dominance with prevention of its abuse to give effect to the second generation, that is the economic reforms on the pattern of global standards. Next thing will be the Competition Commission of India. So the Competition Commission of India is a body corporate of the key and independent entity which is possessing a common seal with the power to enter into the contracts and to sue in its name. So it is to consists of the chairperson, who is to be assisted by minimum of 2 and a maximum of 6 other members. So it is the duty of the commission to eliminate the practices having the adverse effect on competition, promote and sustain the competition, protect the interest of consumers, and also ensure the freedom of trade in the markets of India. So the commission is also required to give the opinion on competition issues on a reference which is received from a statutory authority which is established under any law, and to undertake the competition advocacy, which will create the public awareness and also impart the training on competition issues. So objectives of CCI. So that is there is objectives of the CCIs are in the following. They are so the first thing will be the work for the benefits and the welfare of the commission. So the healthy competition in the economic activities in the pattern, and it is inclusive growth and development of the commission. The competition policies with an aim to effectuate the commission of economic resources. It is also put the competition advocacy and also spread the benefits of competition among all the stakeholders of the future competition culture in Indian economy. Duties. So the some of the duties are having that we should adverse the effects of the competitions. It also sustains the competition. It has the interest of consumers and ensure the freedom of trade in the India. So it is also having the commission of entities which can deliver the faster and better. It is also required to give opinion on competition issues on the patented from a statutory authority which is established under any forces. The competition advocacy will create the public awareness and impart the competition issues. Powers. So the competition powers shall have the powers to regulate its own territory. So it should be make call upon the experts from the field of the commerce, accountancy, international trade, or from the manufacturer as it deems necessary to assist in the body in the inquiry it undertakes. So it is also continue and not enter again into the any such of the commissions. So it is also the commission of the aggrieved persons will have the central government, that is the division of the parting will have the dominant portions of agreements. Thank you.